DC News Now at 4. A water main break now impacting hundreds of people in Prince George's County. The latest ahead.
Well, as we head into the end of the work week, we're going to be tracking those clear skies once again and a warm up, so keep it here. We'll break down that 7-day up next.
Top DC leaders in the hot seat today. The heated testimony on Capitol Hill.
We are stretching your dollar with convenience shopping that'll get you the labels and the styles that your kids love for way less.
And bugging out in D.C., how a chef is honoring his grandmother's cooking legacy and supporting young people in Central America. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now here at 4. I'm Annalisa Gale. Mark Hall has the evening off. Well, we're following some breaking news here at 4. The woman accused of stabbing and killing her 81-year-old grandmother has now been arrested in Prince George's County. Police say 28-year-old Briante Thomas was taken into custody this afternoon in Waldorf, Maryland. On September 14th, officers responding to a welfare check at the home in Fort Washington, where they found 81-year-old Helen Thomas suffering from stab wounds. She died at the scene there. Police also say that Briante stabbed another family member, a man. He's now in stable condition. Briante is charged with first and second degree murder. Her bond hearing is scheduled for tomorrow at 1:15 p.m. Meantime, heated exchanges on Capitol Hill this morning as D.C.'s top elected officials testified in front of the House Oversight Committee, the mayor, council chairman, and attorney general, all in the hot seat. DC News Now's Marielle Carbone joining us live on Capitol Hill. And Marielle, the big focus of this hearing was public safety once again in the district.
Yeah, Annalisa, it was. And it's really been a long day up here. This hearing started at 10 a.m. It just wrapped up about 3:40. And we just had a chance to talk to the mayor. She had some very strong words leaving this hearing. In fact, she called some of the comments by Congress members about the district just disgraceful. So to draw a picture, this was focused on crime, yes, but it was as partisan as ever with some of these discussions. Republican leaders in this meeting often lecturing and chastising the D.C. leaders on topics like DEI, traffic cameras, education, and all of their ties back to public safety, while the Democratic members were out here applauding D.C. leaders and focusing instead on alleged crimes they say that the president committed. So obviously this oversight hearing coming as the president is continuing his surge of law enforcement and National Guard members here in D.C. That is something that the Democratic leaders have called unnecessary. In fact, some of them showing pictures of National Guard members doing landscaping around the district. Meanwhile, those Republican lawmakers were really saying how necessary they feel this is, how much safer they feel in the district, and the fact that crime numbers have dropped. Now, we know D.C. crime numbers had already been coming down, but some of those heated exchanges, one Republican Congress member accusing D.C. of cooking the books when it comes to crime numbers. We had another Republican Congress member chastising the mayor about uses and words in D.C. code having to do with DEI and man versus a woman. So we're going to get more into that coming up later, but I want you to listen to what the mayor had to say when leaving this hearing today. Take a listen.
I thought the hearing was disgraceful in its characterization of the district. We know that the district is 700,000 people, great neighborhoods, great businesses where people want to live, start businesses, send their kids to school, and visit. Did the district have a crime spike in 2023? Yes. Have we driven down crime in the 2 years since? Yes. And so to characterize the district as some dystopian hellhole is categorically false.
Yeah, so strong words there. And again, we're going to get more into the hearing, but I do want to go over some of the ways the mayor said that the Congress can help D.C. when it comes to fighting helping public safety, fighting crime. She says that they can help by putting more D.C. police, or helping rather attract more D.C. police to help get the force back up to the number of 4,000, help with funding a new police and fire training facility here in the district. And Chairman Mendelson saying that Congress can help with getting more judges approved here in our judicial court system. So again, we're going to have more coming up on this on DC News Now at 5. But for now, that is the latest here on Capitol Hill. Reporting live, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, Marielle, thank you. Well, it has dried out nicely on this Thursday for us as we inch closer to the weekend, Brittany. We're not quite there yet, but yeah, looking good out there.
Yeah, you know, today was such a great day across the region. The good news is those conditions follow us as we end out the work week and heading into the first half of the weekend. So let's take a look outside right now. Out towards the Capitol Dome, we are seeing an abundance of sunshine. Those temperatures right now are on the warmer side, all thanks to our good friend high pressure slowly starting to build its way into the region. Heading out, we're seeing 80s at this hour. 80 currently in D.C., 85 as you head over there to Manassas. Tad bit warmer back off to the north and west, and that's because they saw more sunny skies this afternoon. We're sitting at 86 degrees right now in Hagerstown, 85 as you head over there to Kaiser, sitting in the lower 90s there in Luray. So it was a gorgeous Thursday afternoon. The good news is we're going to be holding on to those clear skies throughout the rest of your evening. Heading home from work, we're going to be tracking those dry conditions once again. By about dinner time, 6 o'clock, we can start to see those temperatures dip down into the upper 70s, still holding on to mostly sunny skies right before sunset, which is at 7:11 this evening. Temperatures, though, expected to dip down into the upper 60s, and it looks like those sunny skies stick around for your Friday, but I am tracking rain as we head into that 7-day forecast. So keep it here, Annalisa. We'll have a full breakdown of that and what to expect up next.
All right, Brittany, thank you. And developing now, a firefighter was injured while battling a house fire in Arlington County. It happened last night between Washington Boulevard and North Stewart Street in Ballston. The fire started in the attic of that home. Right now, an investigation is underway. Also, work is underway to rebuild a playground that someone set on fire more than a year ago. Maryland National Capital Park Police now saying the fire at the Greenbrier local park caused about $1 million in damages. Community members have since donated money to the Montgomery Parks Foundation since then. Construction on the new playground is expected to wrap up in mid-November.
This was such a treasured amenity, and it was, you know, so tragic that it was taken away from this community. And we're thrilled that this will soon be renewed, brought back to life, and opened back up to the community.
Responsible for starting that fire at the playground. Well, ABC has suspended Jimmy Kimmel's late night show indefinitely over his remarks about Charlie Kirk's death. It comes following our parent company Nexstar announcing that its ABC affiliates would not broadcast the show. The company president calling Kimmel's comments offensive and insensitive, saying in part, "We do not believe they reflect the spectrum of opinions, views, or values of the local communities in which we are located." Kimmel's team has not yet commented on that decision. DC News Now's Raquel Martin will have a full report on this coming up in our next half hour. DC News Now is your local election headquarters, and new polling now shows Democratic gubernatorial nominee Abigail Spanberger holds a double-digit lead over her Republican opponent Winsome Earl-Sears. Christopher Newport's Weekson Center are finding that 52% of likely voters in Virginia would vote for Democrat Abigail Spanberger in the Virginia governor's race, compared to 40% who would vote for Republican Winsome Earl-Sears.
For time, Virginia has very consistently gone against the party in power in the White House, and that's especially true when the president's popularity is really low, which it is right now. And so it has an impact on all of the races from governor on down to the House of Delegates and even local races.
CNU's poll also finding that inflation and threats to democracy are the top two issues for Virginia voters. All that comes as early voting begins tomorrow in Virginia. For Fairfax County residents, they can start heading to the polls at 3 locations. On the ballot, they'll decide who not only will become the next governor, but also lieutenant governor, attorney general, their House of Delegates. FFXnow.com also reporting they'll weigh in on how they want the county to finance school improvements that have been proposed. The general election is scheduled for November 4th. And on Thursday, October 9th, right here on DC News Now, it's Virginia's gubernatorial debate, the only face-to-face debate between Abigail Spanberger and Winsome Earl-Sears ahead of Election Day. That debate will be hosted by our sister station, Wavy TV, at Norfolk State University. It all starts at 7 p.m.